The garage was minutes away from closing when Ethan, a 29-year-old mechanic, wiped his hands on a rag and prepared to shut down for the night. Most of the team had already left. He was exhausted, but he stayed back to finish one last job. Then he heard a soft knock outside. A worn-out blue sedan rolled in, its headlights flickering weakly. A young nurse stepped out, her scrubs wrinkled, her eyes heavy with fatigue after a long shift. "I'm really sorry," she said softly. "My car started dying on the way home. I don't know who else to ask." Her voice trembled with embarrassment. Ethan glanced at the clock. Closing time had already passed, but something in her expression stopped him. She wasn't just tired. She looked defeated, as if the day had taken everything from her. "Don't worry," he said with a gentle smile. "Let me take a look. You shouldn't be stranded this late." The nurse introduced herself as Mia. She stood quietly as Ethan popped the hood. He noticed her shivering slightly in the cool night air. "Rough shift?" he asked while checking the cables and fuel lines. Mia let out a tired laugh. 12 hours. 3 emergencies, no break. I just want to go home. I just want to go." As he inspected the engine, Ethan realized the problem. A failing fuel pump and clogged lines. It wasn't a quick fix, but he couldn't let her leave with a car that might stop again on a dark road. So he stayed, working patiently, carefully cleaning every part while Mia watched with grateful eyes. The minutes turned into nearly an hour. The garage was silent, except for the clicking of tools. Mia leaned against the wall, her shoulders relaxing little by little as she realized she was safe. She kept thanking him, but Ethan brushed it off. "You spend your days saving lives. I can at least save your car." When he finally turned the key, the engine roared to life, smooth, steady, strong. Mia's face lit up instantly. The exhaustion melted away, replaced by relief and unexpected joy. "You don't know what this means to me," she said softly. "I was scared I wouldn't make it home tonight." She reached into her pocket for money, but Ethan raised his hand. "It's late. You've had a long day. This one's on me." Mia stared at him in disbelief. "But the work. This was hours of effort." Ethan smiled gently. "Not everything needs a price. Just get home safe, okay?" Mia hesitated, her eyes suddenly glossy. "You have no idea how rare kindness feels after the day I had." She thanked him again, her voice shaking, then drove away into the night. Ethan watched the taillights disappear, unaware that this simple act was about to change everything for him. The next morning, when Ethan walked into the garage, something unexpected caught his eye. On his work table was a neatly packed breakfast bag, a tall coffee, and a handwritten letter. Curious, he opened the note. It began, "You didn't just fix my car. You gave me hope when I had none left." Had written about how exhausted, overwhelmed, and burned out she felt, and how his kindness reminded her that good people still exist. Attached to the letter was a business card, Hospital Transport Supervisor. A message at the bottom read, "We're looking for a reliable mechanic to maintain our service vehicles. You came highly recommended." Ethan blinked, stunned. Mia had given his name to her department overnight. They wanted to meet with him, urgently. With a racing heart, he dialed the number. By afternoon, he was sitting across from the hospital administration team as they reviewed his work experience and appreciated his dedication. They offered him a full maintenance contract for their entire fleet, steady income, long-term security, and a chance to expand his skills. Ethan couldn't believe it. A simple late-night repair had turned into the biggest opportunity of his life. Mia stood in the doorway, smiling warmly as he signed the offer. After the meeting, she approached him. "I hope this helps you the way you helped me last night," she said. Ethan shook his head gently. "You didn't have to do this." Mia replied softly, "Kindness should always circle back. You gave first. I'm just returning it. Weeks later, Ethan's life looked completely different. His garage work doubled and he began managing hospital vehicles with pride and purpose. And every few days, Mia stopped by with coffee, conversation, and a grateful smile. Their friendship grew naturally, built on respect and kindness, exchanged at the right moment. Ethan realized something profound. Sometimes you change someone's night, and sometimes they change your life. And Mia understood that even the strongest caregivers need care sometimes. Their lives had crossed unexpectedly, but both knew it wasn't by accident. A small act of kindness had rewritten both their futures.